Welcome to Pippy Learning Solutions. Using this video, we are going to learn about variables in Java. Topics covered in this video are what is variable, naming conventions for variable, variable declaration, types of variables, variable can be, access specifiers for variables, non-access specifiers for variable. What is a variable? An object stores its state in variables or fields. In other terms, a Java variable is a piece of memory that can contain a data value. As I mentioned in my initial videos, anything which is stored in a computer stores in the memory. Now, you create a class and the class contains certain variables which is holding the state of a class. Then it requires memory. The memory will be allocated in heap. In simple terms, a variable can hold a value which internally holds a memory inside the heap. Naming convention for variable. Java is case sensitive. Unlike SQL, Java is case sensitive. So, like in methods, when you are creating variables, you will be using a camel case. Example, screen size. Screen size is two words. Screen will be completely in lowercase, whereas size, the first character will be uppercase and rest of the characters will be lowercase. This is called camel case. A variable should start with a character. From the second character, you can have digits, characters, underscore and dollar symbol, but none of the other special symbols. Should not be a keyword. A keyword cannot be used as a variable. There is a special meaning for a keyword in Java. Let's say you have a class. Class keyword used to create a class. Public, private, protected. These are the access specifiers keywords. You are not supposed to use these keywords for any of the variable name. White spaces not permitted. When you have more than one word in your variable, when you want to separate these two words, you can use it as a camel case or underscore, but you are not supposed to use white space. You will use camel case for more than one word. As I told, first name, first is one word, name is another word. When you are using this as a variable name, first will be completely in lowercase letters and name will be first letter uppercase and rest of the letters lowercase. Same with pin code. Constant to be capitalized. Let's say months are always 12. So, if it is constant, better we use completely uppercase letters for constants. Choose full name than abbreviations. It's always better to use the full name than the abbreviations when you are creating a variable. Variable declaration. Mandatory elements in a variable. When you are creating a variable, you will create a variable name and type of the variable. Let's go and create variables. Let us open IDE, create a class, create a variable and revisit the slide. I already opened the IDE. In the source folder, right click, new, package, com.peppy.variable. Variable is not a keyword, so you can use it as it is. Say finish. Now I right click on that package, new, class. I want to create a class as employee and say finish. Once I create a class, inside the class I can create variables. Let me create few variables. First variable is name, which is of type string. Contact number, which is of type long. For time being, follow me until you understand the data types. Then use character, which is used for gender. Use boolean, let's say contract, whether he is a contract employee. Use double for salary. Use date for join date. Now date is showing error. Keep on that. It will show you the available dates. There is a conflict because date is available in two packages. One is in java.sql, another one is java.util. Click on java.util, date class. Now I have created a class. To set the values and to get the values, I have to use setters and getters. Go to next line, right click, source, generate getters and setters, select all, say OK. Now setters and getters for this class is generated. Now to format, Ctrl Shift F is a shortcut to format the class. Now I created a class. If you see here, I have created multiple variables here with different data types. Let me go back to slide. Now let's see the optional elements. Variable name and variable type is mandatory. On top of it, you can have non-access specifiers and access specifiers. Let's see how to add those. I can go here and I can give access specifiers as public string name, private long contact number, and protected character gender, and save it. So these are the things which you can call as access specifiers when you don't mention any of the access specifier. So I did not mention any access specifier for contract, salary and join date. By default it will be used as package level. Now non-access specifier, static for contact number, and I can use public static double for salary. Now if you look after these variables which I have given, for 3 variables I have given only the access specifiers, and for contract I have given non-access specifier, and for salary I have used access specifier and non-access specifier. For time being, you can understand that you can declare the variables in this manner. Going further, you will understand why are we using these access specifiers and non-access specifiers. Go back to slide. Now we have seen the optional elements. Now types of variables. There are 3 types of variables. One is local variable, instance variable, class variable. What is a local variable? Let me go and create a demo class here. In the variable package, right click, new, class, employee demo, and click on public static void main, finish. Delete the to do part. Now I'll go and create here integer contract employee equal to 20. Now when I create a variable inside a method is called local variable. Okay, now I go and create one variable inside a class but not inside method. Integer total employee equal to 243. Now if you see here, the variable is not inside a method but it is inside a class. This is called instance method. This belongs to an object. Now I'll go and create another variable integer total salary equal to 435. Now I have created another variable called total salary, and when I give static for a variable, this is called class variable. So scope of a local variable is only within the method. Scope of the instance variable is only within the object. Scope of a static variable is within a class. Static variable also called as class variable. There is a dedicated video for static keyword. Now parameters. When you create a method, you create variables as parameters. When you are calling a method, the person should pass the value for the parameter to execute. Variables can be of primitive type and arrays. As we have seen in our employee class, long, character, boolean, double are primitive data types. We will look after the complete set of primitive data types and arrays in next video, but for us to understand, variables can be of primitive data type and arrays. Access specifiers for variables. Like method, for a variable you can use all the 4 type of access specifiers, which is public, package, protected and private. We have seen that in the employee class, where public string name, private long contact number, protected char gender, and when you don't mention, which is of default. Non-access specifiers for variable. There are few non-access specifiers which can be used for variables. Those are final, static, transient, etc. If you look after our class, I have mentioned one non-access specifier static for contract as well as for salary. So for contract I have used only non-access specifier. For salary I have used access specifier which is public and non-access specifier which is static. Guys, for time being you understand what I'm trying to say. Going further, you can relate with the programs, how we are doing and what is the use of these access specifiers and non-access specifiers. That's it guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.